Tonight I'm going to build this Sonic the Hedgehog set. So it's a 2024 set, the Knuckles Guardian Mech. Pretty excited for this set, not for the Mech but for the minifigure though. So let's just open it now. And the reason I bought this set is purely for the Knuckles minifigure. Originally I was not planning to buy this so early, but because of the long weekend over here, there are a couple of sales happening. So yeah, basically it's 20% off, and that's a pretty good price. The good thing is this new wave of Sonic set is not that expensive. It's quite reasonable, so with a discount rate, it's pretty affordable. And it's always good to get a really cool minifigures. I just need to put the box somewhere, and of course scanning QR code after I finish building the build. So there's only 3 bags, so it's not going to take me a long time. So Knuckles is one of my favorite characters. I mean, I don't have, basically I only play Sonic 2 and Sonic 3 and Sonic and Knuckles. And I haven't played any of the Sonic game once they move on to the CD-ROM 3D polygon eras. So there are some new characters like this Roll the Bat. Never play her or met her in a game, so pretty much is really buying this set for Knuckles. And by buying this set, I already have Sonic, Tails, and Knuckles. They're pretty much the main characters, so I don't have to chase the other set. Maybe if there's a good deal, I might buy the Shadow bike, because Shadow is another iconic character, even though I'm not that familiar with it. But that minifigure, once it's retired, it's gonna cost you a lot. So in the future, if I want to get that minifigure, it will cost, well, it won't cost me a fortune, but it will be a price that I'm not willing to pay. Given that smaller set is also pretty low price, we'll see how the special goes. At some point, it will be discounted, and I will be able to buy it pretty good price. Yeah, generally this particular theme is not selling that well in New Zealand. There's stock everywhere, so at some point they will have or they will be on clearance. So that's the good thing. So we are starting, with Roll the Bat. It's pretty nice minifigure, and then there's some side view, and I think holding some jewelry or some gems. So it's a very small, simple build, and we'll see how it goes. And this is, one of the set. I wouldn't say, comment on whether the set is good or bad until I finish building it. But the truth is, it's not a set that appeals to me because of the build. So I'm not that, paying particularly much attention on the build itself. But that's okay, because there's some quite useful parts. If I decide to start making my own creation, then this is, one of the few things that I can, or I will be willing to deconstruct and utilize some of the not so common parts to build something else. But what am I going to build? I don't know. There are always plenty of ideas, but not really executing it. Because sometimes you have an idea, but when you go ahead with the actual execution, then you start facing a lot of difficulties. So this is actually a skirt piece that is compatible with the Lego Friends mini dolls, but at the same time, they also use this to create some big crystal or big gem. So it's just holding my other bricks. Nothing is connected. So if you turn it around, it will drop out. And then we're gonna build roads, hover bike, or whatever vehicle that she's on. Not really need to figure out the exact name of the vehicle, because the point or the focus on my channel not necessarily with the Sonic stuff. I mean, it will be much more informative or it would target people that really into the theme rather than the Lego set. But for me, I'm buying this just for the character. Anything else, not that important. I think the other important thing is more like, hey, even though it's not something um, that is what I'm into, but at the same time, it's kind of important that the overall, like, because you're going to spend time on these, right? That you want to feel time is well spent. It's, it's not like 10, 15 minutes, right? Um, it's kind of taking some significant time. You know, there are lots of other useful or productive stuff that you can do with all this time rather than, hey, let's do a Lego set, right? Especially in this kind of climate, maybe the time is better to work on a second job, right? Or kind of start learning about things that will help you to gain more value or increase your income. Not like this, because this is a hobby that would burn your income. Yeah, it's a really, really expensive hobby. I guess with any hobbies, right? If you just take it easily, I mean, I wouldn't say I'm not taking it easy, but at the same time, if it becomes a um, collection of some sort, so you're no longer enjoying just the fun of it, but you're in a situation where you want to collect lots of things. That is when things get really expensive because you will have the fear of missing out, um, and also what's that? Not just about missing out, but how come did I got the wrong piece again? Nope. Wait, that's not right. Yeah, not just the fear of missing out, but also the desire uh, to, well, even you're not missing out stuff, but you probably got some stuff that you will continue to spend money on. So yeah, that's what I'm trying to say. Um, to say any hobbies when it becomes a collection, or a hobby of collecting stuff, then you're gonna have never ending spending because that's what those you know companies do, making this product. They kind of using a lot of marketing strategies so that you will um, buy into it. And I think I made a mistake. Yes, I think I made a mistake in the other side as well. Okay, supposed to be small quick build, but looks like I have to fix the other wings. That's what happens if you don't pay attention to what you've been building. For small set, it's not that you know worry. I mean, it's not that much of a problem, but let's say on a bigger set, right? That's gonna be a big problem if you need to keep, rebuilding things. Okay, let me just try this. I think it's not that hard to fix. The only thing that I need to do is just to spin that around and make sure that things are facing the right way. And just put it back so it's easy enough to fix the problem, but now it's fixed. So this is pretty cool ride, quite small. The thing is that there's nothing for the minifigure to stand, pretty much just roll the bed holding it like this. Oops, and I dropped the minifigure. Alright, and then now we're moving on to building I just put these aside first, building Knuckles Mech. And I just realized I'm building quite in front of me. Hopefully the camera captures what I'm building. Otherwise, it will just be a video of me talking to the camera, which is probably not that good unless I have a huge following, right? And here we get to build Knuckles. Hopefully, after I finish this will be at least less interesting, just because hey, what I really want in the set already built, right? And as expected, the Knuckles minifigures, his hands, they made a specialized glove piece, but the torso is just with regular minifigure hands. I wish, they make a special hand for it rather than, having a gloves. But either way, even they make the hands to be a specialized molded piece, I don't think it will be a minifigure that can hold on to some accessory. Where's the other? Okay, so of course they're not going to give you spare, which is quite important. The other thing is you're limited to have certain posture, because I don't think. Well, no, that's good to know. We can actually have the gloves or knuckles facing the other side, allows you to have the arm back in the proper, oh well, not the normal position. Anyway, and here's Knuckle, and it's a pretty nice minifigure again. And now we start building the Guardian Mech, and I wonder how long it would take me. I think it wouldn't take that long. The challenge would be in the end getting the right pieces, not making any mistakes. That would be the main challenge, and also depending on the speed. So my intention is just finish building this today, and of course I think I can do that. Just 3 bags and say small set, so I don't think I will need 2 days, or it will take longer than an hour. And the intention is that after I finish this, I'll just stop, and maybe tomorrow, rather than building the next set, we'll maybe spend a few moments just to do the in-depth look, because I'm quite tired today, not because of work, because it's Sunday, but the Asian Cup is the football Asian Cup is happening, and I'm a fan of the Japan football team. Unfortunately, so I stayed up to watch the game against Iran last night, or early this morning, and yeah, staying up late till quite, I think, 3:30 in the morning. But yeah, the team I support lost. They played it really, really bad in the second half. But anyway, I'm not going to dig into the details because it will make me feel very upset again. So, sometimes when playing in any sports, right, losing is part of the game. You can't win all the time. But I mean, there's also the the difference in terms of, well, let's say a team stronger or weaker. It's on paper, right? But in any days, if you're having a bad days, then you're gonna lose. But it's all about the manner of losing. Like, if it individually you have some really good players, but due to some unfortunate circumstances, when you know, even you have the best individuals, because it's a team sport, so you still need to play as a team, and you need to have not just a game plan, but you're able to adapt and change your plan during the match, because things might swing both ways in any game of sports. And when you can't adapt to that, and individually you start making some like unbelievable mistakes, right? And then you're gonna be completely ran over by opponents, even though the opponents is not like on paper, it's not like few classes above you, so they like pretty similar in terms of strength, and that is when um, you know losing in a manner that like if you kind of lost but even show fighting spirit, then that's fine. But if you play a game and you lost because you didn't even bother to show up and put up a fight, not about just running and trying to win, but able to show the passion and the mental toughness, then when you lose or when you lost, um, you you kind of feel bad because you lost in a very ugly way. Yeah, so that's exactly what happened in the second half, and after the match was finished, just the, the feeling, that unsatisfied feeling, just wouldn't go away. So even when I talk about now, it's like why? And I'm surprised that this actually has no stickers, and so all this decoration on the Mech is printed. That is really nice, because I think this design can be quite useful, not just for Knuckles. So that is pretty good. Now we need to build the arms or legs, I think. So I have to build it 2 times. So I pay attention this time. Then I saw it that I need to build 2. So I'm not going to build 1 and then come back to the few steps. So I'm gonna just build both at the same time. And I think in the end, the time it takes to complete the build is probably around the same. But mentally, when you think about it, like you don't need to come back and repeat the things again. It actually enhance your building experience, because it's not like really like I need to repeat this and coming back to this again, because you're actually building the thing at the same time. So this is another tip for you, um, if you want to maximize the enjoyment of any Lego builds. And the other thing is, because you're building the same thing and you build it all together, then you might have a better speed as well. So not that it's a competition that you need to build this or finish the build of this under certain time, but if you don't have all the time you want to spend time on doing your stuff, then this is probably a good idea to optimize your building speed. But probably I'm not the right person to express this opinion, given that I've been making quite a few mistakes. So not necessarily building Lego set in the most effective manner. In fact, making so many mistakes that actually slowed me down in the past few bigger builds, and even small builds. They also take me just a little bit longer than what I would have expected. I can say, and you know one thing with I don't really like Mech type of build is you always need to build the arms and the legs, and they are all very similar, and you know that kind of takes away some of the freshness. But anyway, I've got the two uh is it arms or leg? I think it's legs done. Oh, I think I missed another piece. Yes, I did. The flat towel, the round flat towel, need to cover up the Technic pin, and now I can finally call it to be complete, and just need to connect to the ball joint. I do think this is the legs, or is it the, oh, got it wrong, should be this way. I do think it's the legs, and I think we're building the foot now. So let's just again they show you that you need to build, of course, um, you know, it's not a complex build, so the arms and legs probably have the same configuration, not like, you know, some of the way bigger sets or bigger Mech, right? Then they might have other features so that the left or right arm have a slightly different build, or same apply to the legs. But no, this is just a very simple set, so we can't expect it to have a, you know, different build for one of the legs. It's just not economical, right? Because having two different things means that you will have or you will require other elements. So yeah, so it kind of makes sense. But anyway, and the other thing I don't really like feeling Mech is all this connecting stuff. Oops, and I would drop pieces like this. Just because, yeah, I think I'm getting really tired. And you know, pushing these pole inside or in between stuff sometimes is, you know, quite exhausting. As I mentioned, I think maybe 2 or 3 videos ago about, you know, hurt my finger by doing all this. See, it's not just push it in or something like that. Sometimes it's not that easy to push something in. Just like some of the holes are very tight, so it's not that easy to push all the way in. Man, if I just realized that the statement I just made without any context, that it may sound a bit weird. So hopefully people are watching the full video, not just suddenly randomly click the point of the video. But at the same time, I think that would be a good section to cut out for some laughs or trigger some people. Well, let me put it this way: my intention is not, you know, trigger people, but there could be statement that I make would trigger people quite easily. I can tell because from time to time, even though a video has nothing controversial, but you might run into audience that are very conservative in terms of their thinking, and then they will, you know, get triggered and leave some not so friendly comments in the comment sections. But well, you know, they can do whatever they like. I don't really care. It's just online comments or criticism. Just if it's genuine criticism, thank you, and I'll look into it and see how I can improve, right? But if it's like nonsense, just hate speech, I might just delete it or report it, right? So that's all I can do. But what they're claiming is not true. That's the most important thing. That yeah, other people feedback important, but like if you sense that they are deliberately, hurting you in some shape or forms, rather than being triggered and feel the fire, just take it easy and like it's if it's not true and you're not what they are saying, then you're not like you don't have to give them the opportunity to hurt you. I mean, usually it doesn't hurt, but if you start having an argument and continue to fuel the the fire, then you only have yourself to blame, because it might end up in a situation that might um, hurt. To be honest, it may not be you, maybe people around. So yeah, and now I need to build the other side, and then back to will be done. I'm feeling half asleep right now. I think you can tell from my voice. And this is one of the problem. I think in the last video that I couldn't speak up that loud, and in the mic, not. I mean, it's picking up all the speech, but because I talked very um, quietly, so even the mic picked it up, and it just doesn't sound as good. Okay. Oops. Hopefully nothing strange happening outside. And yep, we have finished back to with the feet of the Mech, and all we need to do now is to connect it. Okay, and that's it. I think now it probably can send it. I mean, it's a shame, again, there's no articulation points around the knee, so sometimes it can be hard to balance such build and have it like sit alongside itself. But here are the final bag. I think I'm progressing quite well, but before I start bag 3, I really think I need a sip of water, because the mouth and throat is getting really dry. If I continue to talk without drinking water, I might have a sore throat tomorrow. Feeling better now. Okay, now I think that the arms are having um, different build. Everything is similar, but just that right hand and left hand looks slightly, well, of course, if you build the same way, then you get 2 right hand, and you don't need that. Otherwise, the Mech will not fit its purpose. So anyway, I think we can finish this quite quickly. Not that many pieces for this, so should be a breeze until I make another mistake. But hopefully I don't make mistake this time. It's really too many mistakes lately. Okay. When we building, I think it's to show the piece, is it? And so hard to pick the piece up. I think this is the right spacing. Wow, I don't really know what kind of vocabulary I just I don't think it's make sense at all. But what I'm trying to say, um, now I don't know what I was trying to say. I just forget about it. It may come back later on as I continue to build um, the other arms. We'll see what happens. Because I don't think it's that important. Because if it's that important, then I might not you know what's the right word? Hmm. If it's very important, I might not get off track anyway. Yeah. And then we need to build the knuckles or the hands for the Mech, because the Mech has to well, not necessarily has to, but this is Knuckles Guardian Mech, and of course you want to have a similar feature as Knuckle, otherwise it's just a random robot or random Mech. I'm a bit confused. Yeah, I'm getting confused quite easily lately, because I do find sometimes the instructions a bit hard to read. I'm not sure. Anyone feel the same? If you do, let me know in the comments which build instruction that you really struggle with. Okay, so we've got one of we've got some schemes again. Anyway, we've got one of the knuckles build. I mean, it doesn't distinguish. Oh, it does. Damn it. Ah, hurt. Anyway, I think I dropped another piece. But yeah, without the brick separator, sometimes it's hard. That's why you really pay full attention on building things like this. Because like after you finish it, you think it's look weird because you made a mistake, and especially with small set, which means yeah, when it's small set, then things are really small and tight, so it's a lot harder um, to fix the problem. And I think I got the wrong ends. Anyway, I think the other hand um, will be the same build, so I will just hopefully the other hands will not have any special feature that I need to deconstruct it. I'll rebuild with the this is supposed to be for the left hand. I just got a notification that the battery for the light it's becoming low, so I probably have only 5 minutes or 10 minutes to wrap this up. So I think I can do it. But yeah, fix it. I don't. Just one more thing. I don't think they will have different pieces. So I think I'm all good with this. So one of the arm done. I just need to connect to it. Sometimes it's just a hassle with legs and the knee joints that you do not have the best ability to change angle. Makes it hard to stand in a good post, because you need to make sure that every other part's the weight distribution is okay. Otherwise, it will topple over because losing its balance. I just need to figure out what's the other piece. So yeah, we're building the left arm right now. Just really hard to find the right piece. I think I'm getting there. Just a little bit more. Okay, I think that's okay because this is supposed to be the end that which I built already, and I lost the lights. So well, I can't just stop filming and wait for the light to come back. So we'll just carry on. If you suddenly see the video dimmed, don't worry. It just the lighting lost the lighting. Um, yeah, it's difficult. Because all this contact lens got too dry. Yeah, it's difficult because like all these lights and stuff having um, the USB connection, but you can't necessarily just plug into the wall. So what what next? Okay, yeah, so you can't necessarily like connect to the consent. So you rely on, well, I mean, I can buy a what's that? An not extension, but multi-tap. Well, is it multi-tap? I don't know what's the actual now. I don't want to think about it. It's quite frustrating to think to record the white word, but you know what I mean, like the USB port, something like that, for you to charge multiple devices. I don't know why. Maybe the charger I have with a different device is not compatible. And actually, don't try that because, especially to do with battery, you really want to have something that is designed for its purpose. Otherwise, you're taking some very dangerous risk because every charger might have a different output in terms of the energy kind of passing through. So your battery may not able to handle that power and get heat up too quickly. Yeah. So that is the thing, and we've got some more things to decorate on the on the Mech. Basically, I think it's just Knuckles' hairstyle, and I think we're now building the area which Knuckles can stand. As you can see, the way they create his gloves, not giving you much flexibility in terms of how you can create a cockpit for Knuckles to control the Mech. So he has to stand a bit thing in here. I mean, the build so far is enjoyable, but I mean, it's a small set, so I can't compare too much to the big set. So I can't also expect like some of the details that I'm looking for. And okay, so like this. What? There is something? Okay, no, let's just say different angle. This is why I find like instruction sometimes it's hard, not necessarily the view, it's hard, just the way that they show angle, and I feel like they intentionally to do this so that you do run into some ridiculous challenge. I think we are about to finish. After here is the what's that? What's that? Ah, never mind. Forget about it. problem is I forgot the two. Anyway, just say start shooter. Okay, I think that's looks okay so far. We have the other side. Okay, right. Okay. Oops, did I got it wrong? Yes, I did. I did got it wrong. Okay, but I fix it now. Fixed it now. So I think this is the control area. This is exactly how do I put it in? Okay. Ah, okay. It was some other parts. I thought it's the thing that I need to do it. I thought, no way I make that mistake. Okay, and now we just need to put a few studs in the stud shooter. They do give you a few extra, just in case you lost one of them. I think that's it, except missed it two-step again. But yeah, no more unexpected spare piece, and we finished the Mech, although it's a bit thin. But we'll take a look at this in the in-depth review, and because everything kind of get really dry, I will stop tonight and look forward to the next video, and also look forward to build my next Lego set in the upcoming days.